Hey guys, it's Jody here with Farm Food and Fingerspelling. Today we're going to do homemade granola. I'll put the link to this recipe on the bottom in the description below. It's really simple. I'm going to put it together here and show you how to put it together. I'll just take a picture of the after because I'm going to cook it later this evening when it's cooler outside. So we are going to start off with, we're going to do a half a cup-ish. All of these are preferences. You do not have to actually follow the amounts on here because it's just your preference. So I'm using almonds that I've already chopped for us, about a half a cup-ish, 3/4 cup maybe. And then we're going to do, hold on. I always do most of the wet stuff first, and I do the oats last because it's easier to mix it in that way. So maple syrup, I get it from Sam's. We're going to do about a half cup of that. And then it calls for about a half a cup of honey. And you'll see this honey is solidified a little bit. It doesn't really matter. If your honey does this, see how it's solid? It means you have real honey. It's not watered down sugar water honey from China. This means it's real. If you wanted to warm this up, you just put the whole glass in a pan of water and the jar, and then you just let it warm up and it will loosen back up again. I don't care. I'm just going to use it like this. But you'll see it's crystallized, and that is a good thing. You want your honey to do that because that means it's actually pure honey. And it will come loose when we cook with it, or if you warm it up in the microwave, it will come loose. So it's not a big deal, but that's a good thing. It means you have real honey. My son is awake, so I might be looking to this way, to my right, often because he's playing over there. Okay, maple syrup, honey, we did the nuts already. We need the oil. You can use avocado oil, you can use coconut oil, we need a half a cup of this. I've even used like half olive oil before. I'm probably going to use half olive oil right now because I just ran out of that oil. There we go. So we got the oil, and then once I cook this, I'm going to add the rest of it. I put my raisins in after, and I usually do chocolate chips in it too after we cook it. But this stuff will all go in the oven. So don't put your raisins in, don't put any chocolate chips in, anything that you don't want in the oven. Vanilla extract, it says a teaspoon. We all know we measure vanilla with our hearts, not with a measuring spoon. That is cooking 101. Did that. Cinnamon, it calls for a teaspoon of it. Again, we measure with our hearts around here. Salt, it says a half a teaspoon. You know how I feel about salt. I love salt. Let's see, I think that's just about all of it before we get to vanilla, cinnamon, salt, oil, maple syrup, honey. This says mangoes, cranberries, cherries, and then your nuts, and then you do oats. So 4 cups of oats. I'm going to use the same one, and it's going to soak up some of this yumminess in here. So this is our oats. Sorry, I'm making ice. It's really hot. Making ice for our baby chicks outside. So 4 cups of oats is what this calls for this batch. Just measure that out loosely. And 4 cups. So see, all of that is going to be yummy. Watch all that extra stuff. I think you're going to be able to see him in that. Let me might have something random right here. If I cover that up, you know why. My son is dancing right there. And as we all know, they will not be in videos. Okay, so we have all of our ingredients. So this is about the amount we have now. Just get in a big enough bowl that you can mix it all in with a little bit of wiggle room. Oh, I forgot one other thing I'll keep in here. Coconut. Yum. This is the sweetened flake coconut. I have no idea. I think my mom brought this once to my house. We need coconut. It's lovely. Having coconut in your granola, oh, the best. Anyway, so this granola, you can eat it with milk, like cereal. We like to put it with some yogurt. So you top it with yogurt, make a little parfait kind of deal. Or you can just put it in a jar on the counter, which is what I do. I just leave it in a jar on the counter. And it's good for 3 weeks. It never lasts that long. And I just kind of snack on it throughout the day. Gives you a nice little protein, sweet, salty, yummy situation. Sorry, it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside these next couple days. The heat wave we're all dreading. So we have dogs and kids all in the house. Have to make sure my grumpy dog doesn't collide with my kid. They're good though. Okay, so we mix this all up, and this is what we're looking like right now. And so to cook this, you cook it on 325, and you lay it flat out on a cookie sheet, and then you bake it that way. And it's 30 minutes if you like it softish, or you can go all the way up to 45 if you like that crunchy, hard granola. So that, again, is preference. Just depends on how you like your granola. Sorry, I thought I was getting better at this, and I'm not. Dang it, Crystal. I still left the cabinet open. Sorry. I'm gonna get better at that too. Okay, so we want to get all of this yummy stuff. My son crawled down the hallway. I don't know what he's doing. We'll snag him in a second. Okay. So, we're nearly done anyway. It's fine. You can't get into that much trouble. Okay, here we are. So, that's going to be really good. Here's our granola. And then we'll add raisins and maybe chocolate chips once it's done cooking in the oven. So we'll have that mixed in after you make sure it's cooled all the way. And then, yeah, we're gonna have granola, and I'll take a picture of it when it comes out of the oven for you guys, and then we'll see you next time. So thanks for hanging out today. Thanks for joining me to make granola. And we'll see you guys next time. Keep on cooking, I guess. And I'll link this recipe to the bottom, in the description. So like, subscribe, set that alarm bell, and tell all of your friends so I can get a kitchen renovation. Thanks! And this is our finished product, our granola, after it's come out of the oven.